Hello, very good evening, Avinash. Hello, very good evening, Avinash.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine. My voice is audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, today we are discussing the reaching the age of adolescence. Yes?
Yes, sir.
In that reaching the age of adolescence, actually in that human beings, that animals, control and coordination occurs in the two ways. Okay. One is the nervous system. One is the nervous system. Second one is the endocrine system. Okay. So, one is the nervous system and another one is the endocrine system. That control and coordination occurs in the organism in the two ways. One is the one is the nervous system. Second one is the endocrine system. So, in this lesson we will discuss about the endocrine system. Here you can see, we know that nervous system, that in the nervous system actually the main important parts of the nervous system is the nervous system. Okay, nervous system. In this nervous system, the main important parts of the nervous system is the first one is the brain, second one is the spinal cord, third one is the nerves. In this nervous system, again, three types of the nervous systems are present. How many types? Three types of the nervous systems are present. One is the central nervous system. Second one is the peripheral nervous system. Third one is the autonomous nervous system. In the central nervous system, the main important parts is the brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system, cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Autonomous nervous system, again two types, sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Are you understand, Avinash?
Yes, sir.
So, in the human being, that control and coordination occurs in that organism in the two ways. One is the nervous system and second one is the endocrine system. In the nervous system, the main important parts of the nervous system is the brain, spinal cord and nerves. Nerves are the structural functional unit of the nervous system is known as the neurons or nerves. In the nervous system, three types of the nervous systems are present. One is the central nervous system. In the central nervous system, the main important part is the brain and spinal cord. And peripheral nervous system, which of the nerves are arises from the brain is called cranial nerves. Which of the nerves are arises from the spinal cord is called spinal nerves. Cranial nerves and spinal nerves are the components of the peripheral nervous system. And autonomous nervous system, the major component of the autonomous nervous system, sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay. Now, now you can see, we know that nervous system is the control center of the body. It is the responsible for the sight, hearing, speech, movement and memory. However, there are some of the processes that are not controlled by the nervous system. Look at the following images and identify each of the activities. Write your answer in the filling the blanks. So this is what first one, small baby. Then, so what is that? This is, what is this? Growth. Yes, Avinash. What is this second diagram? Sleeping. And third diagram? Third diagram. Okay. Third diagram. Relax taking, but next fourth diagrams. Emotions. Fourth diagram is the emotions. So process such as the growth, sleep, reproduction and emotions such as the pain are governed by the another control system present in our body, that is called endocrine system. What is the meaning of the endocrine? Actually in our body two types of the glands are present. One is the exocrine system and second one is the endocrine system. Exocrine system. Exocrine system and exocrine system, and second one is the endocrine system. Endocrine system. Actually in the human being, control and coordination occurs in the two ways. One is the nervous system and second one is the endocrine system. Are you understand?
Yes, sir.
So exocrine system means, for example, if you eat the food is enter into the mouth. What are the digestive part? Mouth, okay, pharynx, esophagus, after stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Glands, in that mouth salivary glands are present. In that right side liver is present, and down in the below the stomach pancreas is present. So these means exocrine glands means which of the glands are associated with the digestive system, that is called exocrine glands. Exocrine glands have the, okay, ducts are present. Ducts are present. So for example, if you hear the food, if you see the sight of the food, automatically in that mouth salivary glands secreted to the saliva through the help of the ducts. So exocrine glands also known as the duct glands. These are the exocrine glands are helpful to the digestive system. Exocrine glands are helping into the digestive system. Endocrine system means, for example, endocrine system do not have the ducts, so that's why these are the ductless glands. Ductless gland. These are the ductless glands. They are releases to the chemical substances. That chemical substances we can call to the hormone. These are the hormone is secreted in the endocrine glands are the ductless gland. Endocrine glands secreted to the chemicals are known as the hormone. These are the chemicals are secreted into the blood. Okay. This diagram, are you visible? Now see, actually this is known as the in the brain pituitary gland is present. Pituitary gland is present near the brain. Pituitary gland is the size of the pea plant. Pea, do you know pea? Batani. Avinash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland also known as the master gland. Pituitary gland is control to the all the glands, so that's why pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If you see that above the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus gland is present. Hypothalamus gland is known as also master of the master gland. Hypothalamus also called master of the master gland. Next, you can see here between the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, pineal gland is present. What is present? Pineal gland is present. Next, in this throat region, you can see that thyroid gland is present near the trachea. Thyroid gland. So below the thyroid gland, you can see the parathyroid gland is present. What gland? Parathyroid gland is present. If you are coming to that, see near the kidneys. In the kidneys, you can see the kidneys, structure of the kidney. Okay, if you see the kidneys, cap-like structure is present. This cap-like structure is nothing but adrenal gland. What gland? Adrenal gland. Next, you can see that structure of the digestive system. Okay. Stomach below here you can see. Okay. This is called what? Pancreas. Below the stomach. Which gland is present? Pancreas is present. Pancreas is present. So what is the male reproductive part? Testis. Testis releases to that, testis is the male reproductive part. Female reproductive part is the ovaries. Testis releases to the testosterone hormone and ovaries releases to the estrogen and progesterone hormone. This diagram, are you understand?
Yes, sir.
Pituitary gland, hypothalamus gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas gland, testes, ovaries. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the point, now coming to the point, endocrine glands also known as the ductless glands. Is it clear? Hello, some disturbance is coming, Avinash? Any problem? Is it clear? Somebody is talking with you. Now coming to the point, endocrine glands also known as the ductless gland. Endocrine glands secreted to the chemical substances. That chemical substances is nothing but hormones. What we are called? Hormones. Endocrine glands, they can secrete it to the chemical substances. That chemical substances we can call to the hormones. These hormones released into the blood. With the help of the blood is the carrier of the hormone. Okay. Here the endocrine system is an organ system in the human body which controls certain process of such growth and development, reproduction and metabolism and emotions. So that means endocrine system is the help to that control and coordination also occur in the nervous system as well as endocrine system. So this endocrine system consists of a collection of the glands. A gland is a cell or tissue that produces, stores and secretes substances. Okay. The glands associated with the endocrine system are called endocrine or ductless glands. Endocrine system, they do not have the ducts, so that's why they are called ductless glands. Endocrine system control and coordination occur in the organism through the endocrine system. Endocrine system, they can secrete it to the chemical substances are called hormones. Endocrine glands control the growth and development, reproduction and emotions also. Next, hormones are the substances that act as a chemical messenger. They are secreted by the endocrine gland and then are transported by the blood to all parts of the body to maintain and regulate activities of cells, tissues and organs. Here, endocrine glands are secreted to the chemical substances. That chemical substances are called hormones. These hormones are secreted by the endocrine gland and transported through the blood. Okay. In the blood, this endocrine system control and coordination occur in the organism through the hormones. Okay. Hence, the endocrine system affects every organ or cell and functions of the body. So, it is thus another system of control and coordination in the human body apart from the nervous system. So, that means endocrine system, nervous system, control and coordination occurs in the organism through the two systems. One is the nervous system, second one is the endocrine system. Endocrine system is the endocrine system also called ductless gland. Endocrine glands are secreted to the chemical substances. They are called hormones. These are the hormones are secreted in the blood. In that, with the help of the blood, that hormones they can move one place to the another place, and control and coordination occurs in that organism through the endocrine system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Next, coming to the point. Here, figure number 9.1 shows that different parts of the endocrine system table we are given. Here, very important. Okay. The pituitary gland is known as the master gland because it regulates the activity of all other endocrine glands. However, the pituitary gland is controlled by the hypothalamus, which is known as the master switchboard. So you are keep in your mind, pituitary gland also known as the master gland. Hypothalamus also known as the master of the master gland. Pituitary gland is controlled to all the gland. This pituitary, hypothalamus is controlled by the pituitary gland. So that's why pituitary gland is known as the master gland and hypothalamus is known as the master of the master gland. Is it clear? Now coming to the point, here they are given to the name of the gland, where it is location of the gland, and hormones are secreted and role of the hormone. Here you can see hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. What is the gland name? Hypothalamus. What is the location of the gland? Lower central part of the brain. So what they are secreted? What are the hormones? Thyrotrophin. What it is? Thyrotrophin. Thyrotrophin releasing hormone and growth hormone releasing hormone. So this hypothalamus secreted to the thyrotrophin hormone and growth hormone. This thyrotrophin hormone, TRH, thyrotrophin hormone stimulate the pituitary gland to produce the thyroid stimulating hormone. And GHRH, growth hormone, regulating releasing hormone. So GHRH stimulate the pituitary gland to produce the growth hormone. GH means growth hormone. GHRH means growth hormone releasing hormone. So that's why hypothalamus is known as the master of the master gland. Pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Is it clear? Is it clear? Next, pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland also called the master gland, as it produces hormones that control the secretion of other endocrine glands. You are keep in your mind, pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Pituitary gland is controlled to the all the glands function. So that's why pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Size of the pituitary gland in that P size. Okay, and this is present near that location, say at the base of the brain, just beneath the hypothalamus. Already you can see the diagram. And these are that pituitary gland secreted hormones are, first one is the growth hormone, second one is the thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, GH, growth hormone. So what is the function of the growth hormone? Growth hormone stimulate the growth of the body tissues, especially bones, to become tall. Thyroid stimulating hormone stimulate the thyroid gland to produce thyroid hormone. Is it clear? Avinash. What happened, Avinash? You are suddenly going, suddenly coming. Any network issue?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
There is no network in the area. Current has gone.
now okay.
Yes.
Ah. So what we are studied? Pituitary gland secreted to the two hormone. One is the growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone. Growth hormone stimulates the growth of the body tissues, especially bones. Thyroid stimulating hormone stimulate the thyroid gland to produce thyroid hormone. Is it clear? Next. So here you can see thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone, where it is present? Thyroid hormone is present in the front part of the lower neck, shaped like a bow tie or butterfly. Thyroid gland present in that lower the neck in this particular region. Thyroid gland secreted to the two hormones. So first one is the triiodothyronine T3, triiodothyronine, and second one is the thyroxine, thyroxine T4. What is the function of the triiodothyronine? The thyroid hormones control the metabolism in the cells and tissues of the body. And this thyroid hormone also play a role in the growth and development of the body of the organism. That growth and development we can see in that, especially because of the thyroid gland. Thyroid glands are secreted to the two hormone triiodothyronine or thyroxine. These are the hormones control the metabolism of the cells and tissues of the body, and these are the hormones also play major role growth and development of the body. Next, parathyroid hormone. What is that? Parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone, where it is present? This parathyroid hormone present in the group of the four attached to the thyroid. Below the thyroid, parathyroid hormone is present. Parathyroid hormone secreted to the parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone secreted to the parathyroxine or parathyroid hormone. This parathyroid hormone regulates the level of the calcium in the blood. In the blood, calcium levels are controlled by the parathyroid hormone. Next, adrenal glands. These adrenal glands also known as the glands of emergency. What it is? Glands of emergency. What is the glands of emergency? Actually, two glands, one of the top of each kidney, each triangular in the shape. Do you know triangular? So adrenal gland secreted to the adrenal line or epinephrine. This is also called, this hormone also called fight or flight hormone. What it is called? Adrenal gland is also known as the gland of emergency, and this is present near the kidneys. Adrenal gland secreted to the adrenal line. This adrenaline also known as the fight or flight hormone or corticosteroids. Very important. Adrenaline increase the blood pressure, heart rate and blood sugar level when the body experiences stress as a result of danger, excitement or anger. So these are all the emotions are controlled by the adrenaline hormone. Emotions are controlled by the adrenaline hormone. And corticosteroids regulate the metabolism of the blood pressure, immune responses and cardiovascular function. This is controlled by the corticosteroid hormones. Okay, next coming to the point. So next, pineal gland. This pineal gland is present between the middle of the brain of the small pine cone shaped tissue. This is secreted to the melatonin. Melatonin regulates the sleep cycle. Some of the people not sleeping. Avinash, are you understanding? Avinash? So sleeping cycle, this melatonin regulates the sleeping cycle. Melatonin also regulates the color of the skin. Next, pancreas, very important. Pancreas is the mixed gland. What is the meaning of the mixed gland? Half of the gland is working as a exocrine gland, remaining half of the part is working as a endocrine gland. So that's why in our human body, which gland is known as the mixed gland? That is nothing but pancreas is known as the mixed gland. Pancreas is known as the mixed gland. Okay. So this is the half of the part is the exocrine gland and half of the part is the endocrine gland. This is the abdominal cavity just below the stomach. Already you can see that below the stomach generally this pancreas is present. These pancreas are secreted to the two hormones. One is the insulin, second one is the glucagon. Insulin and glucagon. Insulin, the pancreatic hormone, control the glucose metabolism in the body and therefore regulate the level of the glucose or sugar in the blood. Sugar levels are controlled by the pancreas. If it is not working in our bodies, sugar factory releasing. Sugar is more. Okay, Avinash?
Yes, sir.
Are you understand? Okay. So next, ovaries. These are the ovaries present in the pelvic region of the lower abdomen, present as a pair and connected to the uterus by the fallopian tube. These are the ovaries, they are releases to the two hormones. One is the estrogen and second one is the progesterone. Estrogen regulates the breast growth and the accumulation of the body fat around the hips and thighs. And both the estrogen and progesterone stimulate the development of the reproductive organ and control of the secondary sexual characters in the female, especially estrogen help to the menstrual cycle. Secondary sexual characters we can see because of the estrogen. Progesterone help to that when the birth of the baby is coming out, they are giving to the milk production, mammary gland secretion to the milk. Generally this progesterone hormone is helping. Now coming to the point, testis. Actually the testis is the hormone. So this is contained in the scrotum of the male reproductive organ outside of the body. This testis secreted to the testosterone hormone. This testosterone hormone is a very important. We can identify testosterone hormone regulate the development of the secondary sexual characters in the male, and testosterone hormone also is a vital to the reproductive organs in the males. Is it clear? Next, coming to the point. So do hormones affects only one or two organs, or do they have influence throughout the body? State few examples and support your answer. Do hormones affect only one or two organ? No. They have influence throughout the body. Yes? Here, the word hormone was the first coined by the Ernest Starling. You can note down. Okay? You can note down. The word hormone was the first coined by the Ernest Starling, professor of the physiology at University College of the London. Starling defined the word as the chemical messenger which speeding from cell to cell along the bloodstream may coordinate the activities and growth of different parts of the body. This is the definition given by the Ernest Starling hormone. The chemical messenger which speeding from cell to cell along the bloodstream may coordinate the activities and growth of different parts of the body. Ernest Starling worked alongside of William Bayliss on how the nervous system controls the process of digestion. Their studies led to the discovery of the first hormone, that is secretin, released by the intestinal lining in the human being. They also discovered that digestion was in fact not controlled by the nervous system. So this is you can keep in your mind, the hormone was first time coined by the Ernest Starling. Okay. Next, you can see, prefer to the spend more time before in the mirror and use perfumes. Are you? Don't want to listen to the parents' suggestion? Yes. Feels only friends are correct, not parents. Searching for the identity from the teachers and peer group. Want more independent in talking and decisions. Feeling responsibility in the work allotted at school and houses. Showing risk taking behavior. Taking decision by the critical thinking. Sometimes feel shy, sometimes feel happy. Try to get friendship with opposite sex. Girls, boys are friendship with the girls. Girls are friendship with the boys. Inclined towards unhealthy habits. Having the more self-consciousness. So these are all of tick means you are reached to the adolescence. You are reached to the adolescence. Okay. So to make your future in a right way, you need to know more about the adolescence. For this, here are some points are help. Do you know why you behave like that? You know what is good, what is bad, but you people are more inclined towards which attracts you. These are all common in the phase of the adolescence. Interest towards body and self is natural. Attraction towards the opposite sex is also normal response. No one needs to the worry. Yes or no? Next, the mind of adolescent is full of jealous act and urge to find reasons of several things around. They develop abstract ideas as well. Emotionally, they are in the turbulent state all the time. They get new thoughts for their life activities. Yes or no? Next, So adolescents behave in a different manner as compared to what they did during the childhood with the peers and elders. Adolescents are more independent in the nature and very self-consciousness. An adolescent feel insecure while trying to adjust the changes in the body and the mind. So these are the common changes. These are the changes is common to everyone. Don't feel insecure or okay. So these are the every person they are coming to that adolescence only. So don't worry about that. These are the things are common to everyone. Don't afraid. Don't feel okay complex. So these are the things are common everyone life. Okay, this is about the reaching the age of adolescence. Are you understand? You have the any doubt? You can ask. Reaching the age of adolescence is over. Okay. So tomorrow exam is there. Reproduction in the animals. We will give that questions. Please prepare. Okay. Shall I close the session?